Hey everybody, we have a full moon coming next week, and full moons are all about completions. They're all about completing cycles so that we can clear away and go towards something new. So let's see what we can complete and what we can usher in by completing these things. Now, something really, really awesome and exciting that I offer is a full moon package, and you can do either self love or romance, or you can do self development. And in either case, I'd be looking into either your romantic life or your self development personally, and give you a Reiki charged moonstone, a full moon guided meditation, a full moon healing, where I'll be giving you a full energy report and then also give you some guidance and check in with you in a few days to see how you're feeling and what's going on, what can be done, and a full moon little reading. So it's really exciting and I really love it because it just really helps us utilize this cycle, which is just so amazing and so powerful. I'm really curious about what you guys love about the full moon and what you usually do to utilize it. So comment down below because I would love to know. All right, let's go. Guys, I was like so confused about why like that was so wobbly. And then I realized my phone was like really weird in the stand. It was just like 10% of it was on one side and 90% of it was sticking out on the other side. And my phone is pretty big and heavy. Okay. What's the major energy of this full moon coming up, please? What is the major thing going on? We have release, which is so utterly funny because I was talking about release, right? When I was talking about full moons. And I was like, full moons are all about releasing and ending. That's pretty awesome. So twos are all about balance and choices, and sevens are all about like the divine, and nines are about like self-fulfillment and happiness and really being able to stand on your own. So I really think this is like really standing on your own 2 feet and surrendering and releasing and allowing yourself to trust and not to have to like worry about what's going on outside of your own experience, right? Like, okay, I'm just gonna focus on balancing my choices and my own fulfillment, and in doing so, I'm going to release all the stress and the burdens of worrying about how everything else works out around me, because when I know that I am taking care of my own balance and my own harmony and my own fulfillment, then I know that I can give and receive equally and freely and in a better, more healthy way, right? Like if you see this, it's like she's like coming out of these roots, but she's still holding on, right? Because it's like, all right, like, yeah, there's all these brambles and everything, and all of these thorns, but at the same time, like, I also want to be rooted, but I also want to be free. Like, I want to be rooted into reality, but at the same time, understand that I'm part of something that is so much bigger and so much more beautiful. Like, and it starts within and then releases out into the universe. I don't know how this angel is going to show up on when I post it, because it's at like a diagonal instead of straight down. I don't even know. I guess we'll see, right? Oof, we almost lost my coffee. Sorry guys, sorry about all the like flailing with my thing right now. I'm just gonna keep it here. Hopefully it doesn't fall over again. Okay, so what is coming to completion with this full moon? What is this full moon trying to have us release? have the Eight of Cups. And that is walking away from the disaster, right? Like, look at that. There's that like huge volcano in there. Oh my God. And the person in the picture is just like, okay. So I think, you know, it's more about releasing, because the Eight of Cups is walking away from the things that no longer serve us and that no longer fulfill us emotionally or ambitiously, right? So it's releasing those things. And what the full moon is trying to complete here, right? Trying to have you complete or try to release is all the things that have been feeling like they have been boiling up to the surface, that have just been spilling over and like feeling like a wrecking ball in your life. So what's the new cycle that can come in if we release this? We have the Six of Swords. So really finding out who we are again, like going back to our roots and looking at who we are and what we really desire in this life, without all of this stuff like confounding us, confounding our hearts, confounding our minds, like really just like trying to mess with us, like all the stress and all the craziness, right? When we get stuck in that, it's like, okay, so wait, where am I in this again? Where was my goals in this again? Where am I? What is happening, right? So like returning back to the beginning and being like, okay, this is who I am. This is my power. This is what I want. This is what I want for my life. And I'm going to return to that and then come back at it in a wholly new way. So what's the guidance to achieve this? We have another 6. And we have cups, swords, and coins here. It's pretty cool. All right, so 6 of coins, right? Be fair, be neutral, be balanced, right? Because I kept hearing that harmony word when we first started, right? Try to find that harmony. Be fair with yourself and be fair with the things that matter around you, because everything is just coming to this like complete, it's almost like an implosion, because everything was going to explode, right? And it was like causing all this chaos around you. But it was actually inside that was happening, right? Because it was an internal experience. And now that like you've recognized that and you're trying to release and walk away and go back to your roots and to find who you are and to find what you want again and how to find that in a balanced, healthy way to self-fulfillment and self-happiness, to surrender and allow just amazingness to come into your life, right? Try to be gentle, try to be harmonious, try to be like fair, you know, in doing and having that gracefulness in this movement. Everything is just going to work so much more beautifully, so much more better, because everyone is going to have this love and respect for the movements that you're making, right? It's like, oh yeah, we're used to them doing this and this and that, but actually, like, even though they're changing what's going on and how they're reacting and how they're acting and like how they're interacting with their world and everything that's going around, like it's actually in the better for them. And you can see it because you can see that gracefulness and you can see that gratitude and you can see that light just shining out of them. So it would be like just this beautiful kind of like sprinkling of magic around. Like that's what I'm seeing, right? Like, you know, when you watch like a Disney movie, like an older one, not old Disney, but like older, and then they're like, they put all like the fairy dust around everything and it just like spreads and everything is just, you know, like magical again. And I guess this week the theme is magic because that's what keeps coming up, right, this week. But really being in your authenticity and really showing who you truly are at your core, at your heart, and like seeing the truth through the eyes of the divine and really stepping into that. Okay, so that is at this full moon this week. If you need anything at all, let me know. I hope that it brings beautiful cycles and changes for you.